Yo, what is up, YouTube, my fellow Honkai Storo gamers? I feel like I can officially say I have beat the game. Recently got 30 stars, my first 30 star on this cycle right before Kafka. My DPSs have been Serval and Sushang, you know, they've been carrying, going hard. This floor 10, man, this floor 10 is... If you, you know, fellow MLC doer, this decaying shadow, I swear this might be one of the strongest enemies in the game, like top 5. This is like stronger than like bosses. I feel like Kafka is easier than these two. Maybe it's because there's 2 of them, I don't know. This enemy is so strong though, level 90, it's insane. But besides that, so talking characters that I use, builds, so starting off, Serval and who else? Sushang. I'm blind. I can't say my Sushang. Here we go. This is my main DPSs here. But then we also mix that in with a break effect Silver Wolf. She's like my third, like a sub DPS. You know, when she gets that break in, it's stacking up a fat damage. I usually use her with Sushang most of the time because Serval Ting Yun can brute force most of the floors, even if they don't have lightning weakness, because my Serval is kind of strong, you know. She got S5 light cone. I don't have a crazy ratio. Every time I watch like MLC videos or something, it'll be like the person. I'm guessing they're like max refreshers because all their builds, like their DPS builds, they'll have like 5 DPS, like level 70 out of 80 or 80, and it'll be like those characters are on like 70, 140 or something. I'm like, how did they get in that? Like I'm not even pushing 100. Like this is what my Sushang and my Serval has. Also, speaking of my Sushang, I actually have a weird build on my Sushang. I don't know if this is like a meta or anything, or if this has been tested out, but I really wanted to put Rudolin Arena on her, and this was one of the only reasons I could clear, which floor is it? Because I had no weaknesses here, right? So I had to brute force first half, but brute forcing this freeze guy is really hard because he just keeps freezing you, so you lose a cycle pretty much when you really need those 2 to 3 cycles that you would get normally from having 134 speed threshold. And then I just run Sushang here and Smurf. But I ran Sushang here on... So my Sushang has Rudolin Arena on an ER rope, because I haven't got an attack rope yet. Like I did get attack ropes, but they're kind of cheeks, right? And I wanted to like keep my crit damage. And this actually goes kind of crazy. I don't even have this maxed out. This gives you your ult like every 2 to 3 E's, depending on if you get hit. If you get hit, it takes 2 E's. If you don't get hit at all, it takes 3 E's. But it was going kind of crazy because the 20% skill damage increase, this gives you like a lot. But yeah, Rooted Arena is also cracked on Sushang. I think a lot of Sushang guides are like probably a little bit old because they were made like when the game came out probably. Maybe I'll cook one of these up. Still looking at Kafka right now. You know, Kafka is coming out. Speaking of my Kafka savings, if you're interested, 32k on the boy. Okay. With 15 wishes. You know, I also have some standard fates. I mean, I might as well. I mean, maybe I'll save them. Maybe I'll save them for like my stream or something. I don't know. I don't got the wishing urge, you know, like the gacha addicts. They're like, 10 wishes? I must click them all, you know? I could just forget about my wishes. If I wanted to, I could save my standard fates up to 100 if I really wanted to, you know? But let's get these assignments out of the way here. Little claim. I kind of wish there was a claim all button for this, but you know, it is what it is. This is better than Genshin's form of like daily sending out your character expedition type beat. Level 32, okay. Alright. So, looking at builds here. So my Serval, she's S5 like I did make a build review video recently, or like a account review recently, and it's kind of the same. I haven't really changed anything, but just for this video's sake, I will re-go through like just the characters that I use, because it's only, what is it? It's everyone up to Dan Heng pretty much. I don't use any of these characters Dan Heng down. I don't use anyone. I don't even use it. I don't use either of my 5 stars that I got from Standard Banner. I probably will in the future, but 5 stars are so expensive, and I'm fully prepared for Kafka. Look at this. Look at what I'm looking at. Where's Nihility Mats? I can't even see it. I'm blind. Oh, here we go. Look. 41 purple, 94 blue, 115. You don't even need this many greens. I can craft these up more. But I have enough for 888, and I have to get one more of these. I've just been holding it. I don't know why. Anyways, back to build. So yeah, I have S5 light cone, traces, 10, 10, 6, and then 8. It's kind of like a slightly out of order. The skill could be higher than my normal, but I think I just leveled it up because like that's what I had at the time or something. I don't have my bonus ability yet, because while this bonus ability can be nice because there is a lot of enemies that spawn other enemies, you don't really need this. I would get this if this had like attack or crit traces, but it's not that much of a priority. You can hold out on getting it. Obviously, eventually I will have my Serval full maxed out, but you know, I don't got the type of mats for that. I don't got the type of facilities for that. Also, sitting at 3 mil, by the way. Where'd I get 3 mil from? I don't even know what I got 3 mil from. Oh, you know what? I finished the museum event recently. I think that's where my money was up from. Because I was at 2 mil, and I was like, damn, I'm gonna be broke after I built Kafka. But, yeah, it looks like I'm gonna be chilling. I'm 100% gonna be pairing Serval with Kafka. I see a bunch of people saying like, oh, you only can use sample with Kafka. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I will be testing it out and seeing. I feel like they can be insane together. Because they both apply shock, and they'll have different shocks that they'll apply. So you'll just keep applying a bunch of shocks. While Wind Shear does stack and it can have a stronger dot, I don't think this is going to be bad. But anyways, relics, my relics aren't too crazy. I got like a really nice hat, and then after that it just falls off pretty hard. Like crit body, didn't roll into speed at all. It has some break effect. Break effect is usable on Serval. Speed boots, they did get a crit roll, kind of nice with some attack percent, you know. Can't complain, can't complain. My inert Sasato, it is solid. Like, I can't complain about it. I mean, I did get like, what is this, 3 or 4 HP rolls. My real problem is I don't have a 5-star rope yet. I farmed it a little bit here and there, but I farmed for a rope and I still don't have one. I don't have a attack percent link rope here, so still looking for that. As you can see, when I try to get a link rope, this is what I get. Yeah, it is what it is. I would like to also try Rudolent Arena. I feel like Rudolent Arena could be crazy with Serval as well, because even though Serval's ult is a huge part of her damage, normals and base attack, or I just said the same thing. Doing your basic attack and your skill is also a big part of your damage as well, because you do skill like if you're not using Ting Yun. Let's say I'm not using Ting Yun. Sometimes I switch around my Ting Yun, give her to like you know, maybe I let Sushang use Ting Yun. Let's say I'm using Ting Yun, you know, I will have that extra ult pump every time, you know, every like 2 rotations to get my ult to just like instantly. So, you know, going over Rudolent Arena, because I'm going to be doing more basic attacks and more skills, could go kind of crazy. But I'll look at that in the future, you know. I can't really like jump around here on builds, as you can see. We're still, you know, we're still holding off. We're not that crazy yet. We cleared the MOC, but we're not that crazy yet. And then I got the big E6, you know, if you've been, if you're watching my other videos, you know, I got the big E6 on Silverwolf banner. I'm actually happy that Silverwolf had Serval on her banner. I don't think I would have gotten Silverwolf if Serval wasn't on her banner. And then I don't even know if I would be clearing at this point, because I wouldn't have Silverwolf. I'm trying to think. Would I be clearing if I didn't have Silverwolf? I would be close, but probably not. Like, yeah, I don't know. It would depend, because like I would probably have like Blade instead of Silverwolf if I didn't go for Silverwolf. Because if I didn't go for Serval, I'd probably be at like 50k. If you don't know, I got Luocha super early. I wasn't even going to go for this guy. This guy, I would 100% not clear if I didn't have. Having a second healer is kind of crazy. You don't need it for all the floors, but having a second healer is really nice. That's why I'm happy we're getting Link soon, so I can run her with Serval. Hope she's nice, a good character, you know. Less chance to not apply quantum for my break effect build instead of Natasha. You know, I love my girl Natasha, but you know, she be stealing my break sometimes and be putting it on physical. You know, physical's a little nicer to shake, but I'm trying to get that quantum break. Hitting 30k is okay, but I'm trying to hit that like 60, 70k, you know what I'm saying? Luocha build is nothing too crazy. I have Natasha Light Cone, S2. I'm an Underworld, I forget what the ad is. It's like, I'm Natasha, Underworld Doctor. That's what I think of every time I see this picture, because people talk about Digital all the time. Bro, Luocha is so crazy, you just need his abilities. It's actually insane. You don't need any of this man's traces. I don't even need these like extra attack HP traces. Oh no, you know what? I think I needed this for like, No. These are like min maxing. Not even gonna lie. You go up on these, like it's obviously it's not bad to level up his things. It's just like he's so good, like as a character-based design, and after you get his like traces and everything. Like I had these level 3 and I 30 star. I don't think I'm gonna level these for a minute. I'm probably gonna still hold out because I'm gonna be building Link soon. So yeah. Relics, he just got 4-piece musketeer. Nothing too crazy. Speed boots, they're not maxed out yet. Gotta work on that, but you know, Relic XP isn't so easy to come by. I have him on Fleet of the Ageless. I do want to get him on the Broken Keel, the Effect Res set, but I only got one from my Natasha right now. I was super lucky during the Doubler event. Not super lucky. Yeah, I'm not gonna say super lucky. Like, this might be like the best thing I got from the Doubler event. The fact that this is energy regen with HP and Effect Res, but it hit 0 Effect Res. Bro, if this hit all Effect Res instead of this defense, this thing would be crazy. My Natasha would be sitting at like 50 Effect Res, but she is barely scraping by her 30. I had to farm to get, what was it, this Effect Res trace. I think it was this one I didn't have before. Or no, it's probably this one, yeah, because this is the last one. I had to farm up to get this Effect Res trace. I was going to go for this one, but that is Mad Mats. 12 of these purples does not come by easy. She's running 2 purples, but I mean, it's a healer. Don't really need to like min-max that crazy, and I only leveled this up because it has Effect Res on it and HP, but you can see it didn't hit them at all. I got 1 Effect Res roll, which was nice. I wanted some HP as well, but it gave me a crit damage. It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know why I maxed out this headpiece. I don't know. Like, I maxed this out super early. Like, when I was like TL like 40, I maxed this out. I don't know why. I think I just wanted my Natasha to have like extra HP to heal me, but like, yeah, I don't know why I maxed this out. It's not good for Natasha at all. She doesn't use any of these stats. I'll probably replace this soon. It's like, try to get something with like Effect Res, you know, HP stats, some other support stats, maybe some speed. That's like a perfect relic, but you know, surely I get one of those. Speed boots not maxed out yet, but I have her on the 2-piece speed, so she gets by. And then Broken Keel. Broken Keel is it's like a little solid. It's a little solid. This one's more like DPS on it, but you know, I'll take what I get. I'll take what I get. I have 0 Natasha Dolans. I want her E1 really bad. Hopefully I get one eventually in the future. This one's really nice. Every time I watch my friends play MOC, I always see their Natasha heal up. They're like, oh, Natasha doesn't do that normally? No, she does it E1, man. I need that junk. I'd be like, no, she don't do that normally. Man, you know what I'm saying? I need that, need that E6, you know what I'm saying? Get that E6. You know, can look at the artwork Mahoya has provided to us. Anyways, how did I go to Natasha and skip like Fire MC, Serval, Sushang? I don't even know. Fire MC, I actually recently leveled up this light cone. I was using, what was it? I was using the Weir Wildfire, but this kind of falls off. You're not doing like early stage of the MOC or like the Forgotten Halls. You don't go into multiple battles. I kind of wish they started, I wish they counted as multiple battles, but they don't. So like the passive of this thing is useless. I feel like they literally gave you this only to help you clear Forgotten Halls to get into MOC. Or like the starting, like the first like 3 stages of the MOC, they do 2 elites split from each other. But yeah, Amber is goated. Amber is goated. I've been an Amber believer since day 1. If you know, you know. Amber goes kind of crazy. 3-star light cone. It gives you defense. When you get low, you get more defense. I think it's kind of crazy. This one though, I'm experimenting with this. I feel like this can be kind of crazy with Kafka. You have like a free dot going on here. I'm definitely gonna experiment this with Kafka. 100%. You get a free dot and it's 40% of your defense. That's not bad for a tank. 40% of your defense. It's not crazy, but it is coming from a light cone, so you know. I feel like this can be a really nice like damage like amplifier to your overall team damage. Fire MC build though, 2 damage, 2 defense. Nothing too crazy. I want to try to get him on 4-piece damage reduction, maybe, or I'll keep him on this. And I want to have Bellabog. I'm just running literally as just defense mains, kind of like rainbow build here. Do got the speed boots though, and then Dolans E6, obviously from questing and stuff, because you get that for the free ski. Alright, the Serval break effect build. Serval break effect build goes so crazy. 115 break effect. 136 speed. Obviously running before the tutorial mission starts. This is such... honestly, this is crazy. They gave this light cone for free. We are blessed in HSR. This is like... this gives me like... if you play Genshin, I feel like this is like Festering Desire. People say Festering Desire is not that crazy, but it's been on my Bennett since day one, and I haven't taken that junk off. Like, I feel like that weapon... I feel like Festering Desire is like this weapon. I don't know. But I feel like we haven't gotten something like that in Genshin since. Well, next... I feel like the next free light code we get in HSR will still be crazy, because they've just been blessing us. You know, free wishes every month, all that. Talents... I'm holding off on leveling up anymore for talents because, you know, Kafka, both Nihility. But I'll get on that on the future, you know, get some extra quantum damage here and there. I just got these up so that my effect hit rate thresholds aren't, like, too crazy, you know? If these were at, like, level 5 or something, my effect hit rate would not be enough. Because I'm at 91. 91 is still not, like, the best for this, but it's, like, a super high chance. I think 91 is still, like, a 95% chance or something to hit with these. And I hit my buff most of the time anyways with this. Like, I haven't been missing my buff. Relics, I'm on 2-piece break effect, and then Flee the Ageless, and then I wanted to get 2-piece speed, but they haven't given it to me. I need an effect hit rate on speed. All I have is, like, DPS and then a healing bonus. Could use this for Natasha in the future, maybe. I don't know. I need, like, an HP sub or something here, though, for me to really think about full sending it, you know? Yeah, but just 2-piece break effect, and then just random build, speed boots, quantum planet orb, whatever you want to call it, balls, rope, link rope, you know, break effect, get that break effect up. Surrey Dolans, you know, free to play. And then, let's talk about Asta. I kind of reviewed Sushang already, talking about how it's going brutal in arena. I mean, my physical pieces aren't too crazy, nothing really crazy is going on, you know, crit body, speed boots. I've seen people talk about going attack boots on Sushang. I like speed boots. I like my Sushang going like 4 times a cycle. Because when you get this ability, when people are knocked out, you get your action forward, this thing can go crazy. I kind of like that. That's another reason why I think the ER rope might be a tech. I don't know which one out damages. You know, like, what if ER rope just evens out? If ER rope just evens out, I mean, it would be the same thing. It would be also kind of nice. But ER rope might give you more damage over time, but, like, look like less damage, you know? Like, less damage in intervals, but more damage over time? I don't know. I don't do no calcs or anything. My Sushang is E2, though. Yeah, just like, to add on to my build. And gotta have all those traces, you know, for your DPS. Who else are I looking at? Asta. Asta's huge. Asta. I think a lot of people talk about Asta. I don't think she's that I don't think she's like that underrated. But I feel like she's a little bit underrated sometimes. Now my Asta, I think I took off her relics. Yeah. I was using Pela to clear. I literally could not clear this floor without Pela. Maybe I can. Maybe I don't know. But the monkey floors, Pela carries. This one, I literally just used to break effect Silverwolf as my DPS because they're level 80, so like, it was easier. But this one, the 5 levels gap and you getting frozen messes you up a lot. So, I was still using, I used Serval in this half, and then obviously switching on the physical weak half. But I used Pela here, and Pela was huge because it was giving me extra shield break, which allowed me to get that break up faster on either my Sushang or my Silverwolf, which is really nice. But yeah, that is who her build is currently on. So I guess I could talk about Pela. I don't have a good Pela build though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've got level 4 traces, level 3 and 4 traces. I don't have all of her bonus abilities. Like, yeah, I have her on break effect. That's what my Asta would run. My Asta either runs break effect or 4-piece speed, depending on what I'm fighting. But these are like my break effect pieces. They're like nothing too crazy. They're like HP, so she has sustain. My Asta also runs this. And then speed boots, obviously. You need to get these maxed out so I can get full value. My Asta actually used to have these boots, but then I get in a Silverwolf because the Asta gives her so much speed. I was like, I don't need to OD like that. Because, you know, I gotta efficiently share my relics here. You know, I'm barely at like, well, I'm at 4 maxed out relics. One of them is HP boots from when I was TL40. I unironically was using these on my Serval at one point, before like speed was like super important to have on your character. And she was still outputting damage, you know? She was still outputting damage. All I had was just no speed and more HP. I was sustaining, you know, I was there. I was putting out that work, but I was giving them an action. But yeah, that's where my Asta build is. I also have 0 Asta Eidolons. Every time people talk about Asta, they're like, oh my god, if you have like E2, E4, she's crazy. And I'm just sitting here, E0. I need that. I didn't even know where her Eidolon, so I was like looking. I was like, why is everyone hyping up E4? And you get 15 energy regen from 2 stacks. And that is free. That's just using your skill. And Asta is pretty skill point hungry. She's going to skill like every time unless you really need to get a heal off or a shield off. That is fat. That gives you like your ult. You might be able to ult like every rotation if you have this. Maybe. My Asta probably can. Because you don't know about the meshing cogs. Also, meshing cogs believer. Day 1. See, the problem is, I had these that I was using before I got this, and yeah, I'm mad. So on my mats, I could have more harmony mats, but instead I have 2 past and futures. All right, and lastly, my March. Very cute here. She is sitting at 70 out of 80. Very huge to have all your characters at least 70 out of 80 that you're using, I think. Or if they're not 70 out of 80, like their support, like my Pela, for example, that I use like rarely. At least get them to like, I think 3k HP is solid. The enemies the enemy's damage ramps up very high, very high. I have her on Amber though. Traces, I don't have her last bonus ability, but I do really want it. This helps you survive if you can land that freeze more consistently. I eventually want to switch her over to, what is it? Affect hit rate body, so that I can go Bellabog and like actually get the thing from it. Eidolons, I have E2 March. I think I got 1 from shop and then 1 from banner randomly, like standard banner or something. So that is pretty much like, that's like all the builds there. They have 22 minutes. Sheesh, man, to trim this a little bit or something, I don't know. All right, just a little end scene before ending the video here. I did an MOC9 run and I got super unlucky. Savara took my Serval 3 times, or it would have been a clear. So I think I'm just going to do a separate video on like a MOC9 clear and maybe like other MOC floors since today's the last day before it changes. But it'll be like the same monsters tomorrow. So like, I don't know. I'll see. Let me know in the